What Gabe was just saying lends directly to why we pray and meditate, right? I ain't praying to no politician, and I ain't meditating with one either.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to the source, the way I identify the source.
Absolutely. Well, to me, and it kind of fits in with some psychology theory too. Dialectic behavior therapy or theory. It's like logical mind versus emotional mind. And it's like I kind of feel like some things are just deeply emotional with people. Yeah, and particularly in a recovery context, wind up talking about it quite a bit. It's like our emotional minds are ruling us. So how do we get to, and logical mind versus emotional mind, and then there's the middle ground that DBT calls wise mind, where we're kind of taking both into account and have a middle ground with it, kind of, like the book. And to me, it's like we can be way in emotional mind, and maybe our intellect, our whatever it is we can bring to bear mentally, whatever we can finagle, whatever we can arrange, may get us here. And then there may be another layer of it, things we've been taught, maybe a particular faith we've grown up in that gets us about here. And then there's the jumping off point, I think, after that, where we just don't have the slightest idea what to do, what the next move is. And to me, that's where spirituality can take over. We can, it's like, I have zero idea what to do. I need help. And, and I think we can do that, kind of across the board. Not necessarily, though, very, very true in my recovery, because I got this far, and then, I had a set of Christian beliefs that get me this far, but it wasn't working. So I had to have a spirituality beyond that. And that may be the item that's missing to get us all to the middle ground, because, it seems like a lot of the opposite discussion is, it's driven by people's intellect to a certain point, and it's like, and then, we can't agree. It's like, well, you're just wrong. Well, it's like, well, why am I wrong? Well, maybe because this book over here that I've read since I was little says so. Or at least my interpretation of it says so. So then we get stuck. And there's not really a way back, and people get defensive. But to me, there's just got to be an element beyond that. There's got to be a point of spirituality where it doesn't matter where the person sitting across from us believes like we do.